You know, I'm seeing a lot of stuff out here when it comes to end of the world scenarios, SHTF scenarios, um, and um, roll scenarios, WROL scenarios, things like that. And what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, it's very scary. It's extremely scary. And if you look at the screen that I'm on right now, I'm obviously in YouTube, and if you pay attention at all to politics or to um, these people talking on YouTube, and I know everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I mean that's what makes America so great: freedom of press, freedom of speech. But the problem that I see a lot of these people have, or a lot of these people um, deal with, is fear. And fear is just something to sell items, so to say, or sell an idea. Um, the biggest thing about fear is it's easily combated by knowledge. And I'm really tired of how people are talking so loudly on how all of this stuff is going to come to pass and how all these things are going to happen. And they keep moving the lines up and they keep moving the dates up and they keep moving the dates up and it just keeps going and going and going. And this is all fear mongering. Um, I mean, I'm not trying to say that fear is a terrible thing because fear keeps us alert. But the problem with fear is that it also um, paralyzes us. And it gets us to a point where that's all we can think about and that's all we can do. And that's not what this should be about. Prepping is not fear based. Prepping is a basis for having some control if something happens. It has nothing to do with the end of the world. It has nothing to do with these major cataclysmic events that people are talking about. Excuse me. But if something major cataclysmic happened, like Nibiru, for example, hitting the Earth, I'm pretty sure the human race would be completely wiped out. If it was a full-scale nuclear attack and nuclear war between all nations, I'm pretty sure the entire human race would be wiped out. So, to live in fear from that, or to think that you're going to survive in a bunker underground, even if it was 200 feet underground, I'm pretty sure you're wishful thinking. This is not, prepping is not about dealing with the end of the world scenario. That's not what it's about. Prepping is about being able to survive in a situation where there is no emergency medical personnel. There is no government. There is no there's nobody else around, so you have to be your own law. You have to be a civil person. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people out there that aren't going to be civil because they're hungry, they're scared, they're running around with nothing, and they're trying to survive. And a lot of people are going to be doing some very bad things. So, talking about weapons and talking about food and water and bugging out, and they're all great plans. Everything's a great plan. The problem is you need to be prepared or try to be prepared for everything. And it's almost impossible for any one person or one group, small group, to do. Nobody can be prepared for everything. Nobody. Not one person can be prepared for everything. Not even small groups of people can be prepared for everything. You could be prepared for a lot more with small groups of people. But here's the thing. I've seen a couple of videos out there and they spoke a lot of truth about community. Community is very important. And when you have a community of people, you can survive. And what I mean by a community is 20, 30, 50, 100 or more people um, that are all working together to make it through. I'm not new to prepping. I've been around the block. Oh, heck, man, I've got more knowledge than most people probably do when it comes to other things as well. I don't take anything for face value. I try to research everything that I hear or see. I don't like to mention people by name, so I'm not going to, or I'm going to try not to. I might slip sometime when I'm angry making a video, but I just want you people to realize that prepping isn't bad. Prepping is the Boy Scout motto. Ever since, you know, a lot of years ago, the motto is be prepared, and that's really what it's about. So don't be afraid. Don't get so locked in that this is going to happen. Open your mind, live your life. You have to live your life, because if nothing happens, you have no other life. Your family, your friends, your job, your general well-being is part of your life. Hopefully, you're godly. To whatever God, it doesn't really matter. To me, that's another great freedom in America. And this is how this works. So when you're searching for stuff on YouTube, take a lot of it with a grain of salt, because there's a lot of people out here on YouTube and in the communities and outside that say something's going to happen and it's going to be so bad that you need to have all these things. Look, prepping starts with a mindset. And the mindset should not be, I'm so afraid that this is going to happen, I need to be prepared now. The mindset should be, I'm going to do something every day, small, little, or every week, small, little, to get myself prepared for something else. Little by little by little by little by little. And teach your kids the same thing. Teach them. They don't grow up in this scary world where we have to live in a bunker. They should grow up in a world that's full of community and full of life and full of things that we have in America that are great, that make us great. And being able to enjoy our freedoms and teach them how to enjoy our freedoms rather than being afraid that it's going to fall apart. Look, guys, all I'm saying is prep steady, prep, and slowly build what you know, your knowledge, your supplies, and the things you need. There's going to be a lot more videos out here from us that might contradict some things other people say. They may agree with some things other people say. Just get it through your head that fear is conquered by knowledge. Look and seek the knowledge. You will conquer your fear. Don't listen to everybody out here. Listen to them with a grain of salt. Look for the knowledge yourself. Don't be so afraid that Nibiru is going to hit us that you forget, hey, you may live in tornado country. You may live in earthquake country. And if that earthquake hits, who cares about Nibiru? You got to deal with the earthquake. All right? Anyways, God be with you all. Thank you. And we'll go from there.